world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from. My name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss any upload that comes up on the channel. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel, because we put up a lot of content, is head to the playlist and you'll find all various things that we're doing here curated for you based on your interests. So we've got the Kutka podcast, we've got the Tishimi production. These are movies, actually, short movies that you can find on that playlist. And news and trends. We do a lot. We do vlogs. We do a lot on this channel. So the easiest way for so that you don't lose yourself, you find that there's a vlog here. The next thing is main news. So for you, if you're interested in vlogs, head to. So the 2026 conversation seems to be heating up. So this is in the newspaper called The Magnet. So if you were to exaggerate, I would say, if I were to exaggerate, I would say UPND will be in power until Jesus comes. So that's according to Akasenke. Says the party will definitely be in power for more than UNIP as 27 years. So he's saying the party for Kenneth Kaunda will be less than what UPND is likely to rule for, according to Akasenke there. That's in that particular newspaper. The UPND says they'll be in power for that long. And then Edgar Lungu can serve even as councillor, Sakwiwa Scotta says. So then Akashamba says with the caption, we cannot say it anymore, any better. Mr. Sakwiwa Scotta contends that the courts have already decided on the eligibility of Edgar Chagwa. However, he is free to participate in politics, including vying for ward councillor elections. So I do not know if his words have been taken out of context or literally that's what he says. Because if you remember, Sakwiwa Scotta is part of the UKA alliance where Edgar Lungu was before he moved out and went into the Tonse alliance. So it's either the UNCA alliance now is shooting shots at Edgar Lungu and Tonse alliance, or those words might have been misconstrued against Sakwiwa Scotta. But if you say them, it is what it is. Politics is a game of chances. So if they see a better chance, they'll shoot at you. So that's what Sakwiwa says Edgar Lungu can serve, even as a councillor. Because he was only bad to contest as president, which I don't see happening. Anyway, let's wait and see. We're building up towards 2026. It is what it is. We have started preparing for 2026 elections, brags UPND. So obviously, just like a previous headline, the UPND says it's ready and it's going to look for that long, as they've already started preparing for the upcoming general elections next year. And then Chifetayari had this caption to say, I'm not going to meddle in the 2026 presidential elections unless the stakes are high. On issues to discuss, he says GBM does not deserve to be in jail. So as you may be aware, the former defense minister, GBM, has been in jail. He should be going now, if not 2 months, then 3 months thereabout, because he was arrested and jailed before Boma Lusambo. So Chief Hedari weighs in to say he does not deserve to be in jail. And then people have been reporting his health condition hasn't been all that good. And then he goes to say, this is true, Chief Hedari says, Mumbipi was wrongfully charged. So the charge of armed robbery or aggravated robbery is not what Mumbipi should have been charged with. That's according to Chief Hedari. He goes further to say, who is in charge of the Patriotic Front? So if you remember, there's even been that fight where some Patriotic Front members of parliament from Eastern Province have been endorsing the UPND candidates in the upcoming by-elections in Petauke, stating that the PF's president is not known. Is it Edgar Chagwa? Is it Chavinga? Is it Mao Sampa? So as a result of that, the one MP specifically pointed to that to say that's the reason why he's opted to endorse UPND, because PF's leadership is not known. And then I'm not going to be part of the campaigns for the presidential candidate in 2026. So Chifetayari says at this point he's not going to participate. I mean, Chifetayari flip-flops at this point. He's seen there is no best bet because he tried his best to get in the good books with the UPND, but they had done too much damage to be accepted back in. So, and then he sees that there are no strong candidate is on is up for run as we head into the 2026 general elections. As a result, he wants to opt out. But when someone gets the momentum, you'll see him getting back into that endorsement. You'll see Chief Edgar do that. That's what it is. The UPND has started its campaign, as you know. They've been putting up this poster, say, Apitilize, Hakainde Ichilema. So these have been translated in different languages. Pretty much, yeah, they've said they're ready, and they've started doing their campaigns towards 2026. And then KBF has also says KBF 8, meaning the 8th president, Zambia must prosper. Pretty much 2025 to 2026 is going to be election, because just in a couple of days, 2 by-elections will be taking place. And if the other camp of Mausampa, that's against Mausampa as a candidate or being a member of parliament for PF in Matero, wins that court case or whatever they are doing, they might come up another by-election in those. So let's wait and see how it builds up. Mass newspaper, stop UPNG impunity now, or disaster awaits in 2026, member warns the Electoral Commission of Zambia. So that's a warning coming from Socialist Party President. Fed members say the UPND's impunity should be stopped before we go into the general elections. That's in the Mass newspaper. And then Edgar Lungu wrote a message towards accepting and cheering on the ceasefire between Palestine and Israel. And he put up an article with regard to that. And then Munia Zulu also says, remembering the day, this is the Rumezim independent member of parliament, remembering the day I filed in my nomination papers as an independent candidate, the numbers of people that made the journey to parliament possible was beyond influence of Zambia police. Even when the police mobilized to block us, then masses spoke for us. People volunteering to work with me, something that I do not take for granted. I remain highly indebted to the people of Lumezi. In a democratic, free society, we can always replicate this in a dictatorship our way. So he simply says, everyone now is reminiscing about how they go to parliament. It seems like all members of parliament are likely to even go back to their constituencies in the build up to the general elections. Everyone has said they're appeasing their people. And then he put up an article, this is still Munia Zulu, says, when rumors of you being half dead are in circulation and the majority are celebrating, then do your self-introspection. How do people celebrate your ill health thinking you are dead? You will still think that you are a star. So that's Munia Zulu putting up articles. Some of these only people know what they're referring to, but yeah. And then Hakainde Hichilema has gone for 4 years without a salary, the UPND says. So he says from the time that Hakainde Hichilema was appointed or ascended to the office of presidency, has not taken any salary, according to UPND Lusaka province chairman, Obvious Meditator, has reminded Zambians that the President Hakainde Hichilema is the right person to lead the country, as he has shown to have the heart for all Zambians by going, let me just expand this, by going for 4 years as president without any salary. That's according to Obvious Meditator. This is a conversation that was major 6 months to Hakainde Hichilema's presidency. It seems like it's still the thing. Cabinet office has not yet confirmed whether that's true or not, but I mean, Meditator says the Hakainde Hichilema hasn't been getting a salary since then. He goes further, put up an article. What is Fed member says, release Mumbipiri. There is no aggravated robbery in Mumbipiri as committed in Kawambwa or anywhere else. Actually, the one who committed the aggravated robbery are the UPND cadres against Comrade Evaristo Nswana. The matter is reported to the police in Kawambwa on the day it happened, but to date, no arrests have been made. So Fred member simply says let them release Mumbipiri, who's been in jail now, should be going towards a month now, just a couple of weeks. UPND must focus on economy, not political distractions. Remember why it came into power in the first place. That's according to that newspaper. And then they will dance pele pele. I mean pelete. That's Kawana. Warns individuals behind the fabricated Reamonga sexual abuse letter. So that's in the real times. What else is in the papers? Bank of Zambia suffers system failure, blames ZESCO for power cuts, temporary server shut down. And then people were asking the question to say, if Bank of Zambia can be shut down and they blame it on ZESCO, if you've been passed through the Bank of Zambia, you will see panels, solar panels in the car park. So one would ask you, say, what's the purpose of those backup solar panels? And I'm pretty sure they've got the genset. So that blaming of power failure, people have been asking questions to say it's better they just come up front and tell what happened. But if it's that, then what's the purpose of having those standby power systems if indeed they do not serve their purpose? ERB bans local transporters. That's in the Daily Nation. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen. That's the news.